Hey guys, I've got another Digimon video for tonight, or not tonight, today. This is going to be on the Darkknightmon deck. This is one I've wanted to do for a while, but I've just never really found the chance to do so. And Darkknightmon did get some support in EX4, so I figured now would be the best time to do it. Let's get right to it. This was a deck that originally came out in the 10th set for Digimon. However, I didn't get it until much later. So yeah, we'll just start off with the eggs. The egg we'll be using is Pagumon. There is a Twilight / Darkknightmon specific egg, but I feel like this one's alright as well. This is Pagumon. It has the on deletion inheritable effect of reveal the top card of your deck, add it to your hand if it is a black Digimon card, otherwise place it at the bottom of your deck. Pretty nice. It lets you get a free search if the Digimon above this guy is deleted. That's it for the egg. The first rookie we have, which is the level 3s, we have Monitamon. This has the on-play effect of reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add up to 2 cards that are either black with Darkknightmon, or not Darkknightmon, with Knightmon or Deadly Axemon in their names, or Twilight in their traits among them to your hand. And then you place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So those are the 3 kinds of targets that we're looking for. We're looking for black Knightmon cards, Deadly Axemons, or Twilight. The deck is mostly a mix of all of those. So yeah, he's our main searcher that we play 4 of in this deck. We do have another Monitamon. It also has an on-play effect of reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add up to 1 card with Knightmon in its name or Deadly Axemon among them to your hand, and then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Again, more search power to get all the pieces we need for the deck, as it is a Digicross deck. The final rookie we have is Toy Agumon. It only has an inheritable effect, and it is the inheritable of Reboot, meaning it unsuspends itself during your opponent's unsuspend phase. So, for example, if the Digimon above this guy has Blocker and you already attacked with it, this lets you able to use Blocker on your opponent's turn. So, yeah. He's a pretty good rookie for black decks. The first of the level 4s, which there's quite a few of in this deck. This is Skull Knightmon. It has the effect of when attacking, you may trash the Digivolution cards of one of your Deadly Axemon in play and place it at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to Digivolve this Digimon into a Darkknightmon in your hand without paying its memory cost. This is actually a great way for Darkknightmon to get around a lot of the Floodgate level 3 Digimon, especially those that prevent you from Digicrossing. So even though this is a Digicross deck, this deck doesn't really worry about stuff like that, as you do have other ways to get into your Darkknightmons, this being one of them. And then it has the inheritable effect of your turn while this Digimon has Knightmon or Bagramon in its name, it gets an extra security attack +1. Yes, these cards are also workable with Bagramon. I will maybe do a Bagra Army Twilight deck in the future that utilizes Darkness Bagramon, but that might be just a smaller video, as we won't have to go into greater detail with it. That is it for this Skull Knightmon. We do have another Skull Knightmon that was introduced in EX4. This has the on-play effect of, if you don't have Nene Amano in play, you may play 1 Nene Amano from your hand without paying the cost. That's great. It lets you get your main tamer onto the board for free, And then it has the on deletion effect of reveal the top card of your deck. If that card has Blue Flare or Twilight in its traits, add it to your hand, and then you trash the rest, but you're only looking at the top card, so you'll be probably adding it, and if it's not one of the traits you're looking for, you trash it, which is fine. And then it also gives the inheritable of Reboot as well. So if you miss out on the Toy Agumon, this also gives you a chance with that effect as well. We now have the other part of Darkknightmon. This is Deadly Axemon. It has the on-play effect of reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, add up to 2 cards with Knightmon in their names among them to your hand, and then you place the remaining at the bottom of your deck in any order. Again, great ways to get more of your Knightmon pieces that you need. And it also has the inheritable effect of your turn while this Digimon has Knightmon or Boggermon in its name, it gets an extra 2000 DP, which is very good, as it will help boost your Darkknightmons. We've got another Deadly Axemon. This has the on-play effect of by trashing 1 card with Blue Flare or Twilight traits in your hand, you draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. And it also has the on-deletion effect of reveal the top card of your deck. If that card has Blue Flare or Twilight in its traits, add it to your hand and then trash the rest. And then it has the inheritable effect of this Digimon gets an extra 1000 DP. It's pretty good. It lets you draw. And again, it's just another name for you to use to go into your Darkknightmons. Next up, we have the final level 4. This is Skull Knightmon Cavalier mode. Its first effect is, this card slash Digimon is also treated as Skull Knightmon and Deadly Axemon. When digivolving, this Digimon gains jamming, and it also gains blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn. Jamming is this Digimon can't be deleted in battles against security Digimon. And blocker, when your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may suspend this Digimon to force your opponent's attack to this Digimon instead. Pretty nice. He's a good attacker, and he's actually a pretty good finisher too, if you need it. We got the first of the Darkknightmons that we'll be running. This has the on-play effect of de-digivolve 1. Then, if you digicrossed with 2 cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. And then the alternates effect, when this Digimon would be deleted by returning 1... When this Digimon would be deleted by returning 1 level 4 or lower black Digimon card from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to its owner's hand, you may play 1 Skull Knightmon or Deadly Axemon from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying its play cost. So essentially, by returning one of the Digicross pieces that you need, you can play the other one. So, and it's a Digicross 2. Shockingly, it does not have material save, but that's because Darkknightmon doesn't care about that, because really his pieces are himself anyway, and he can just reform, so you don't need the material save, as a lot of the other Digi-crossing Digimon are multiple Digimon combining, while the 2 pieces that you use to go into Darkknightmon are literally himself, but shared between 2 other Digimon. So, yeah, it's kind of weird, but that's the whole Darkknightmon lore. There you go. And the pieces you need is Skull Knightmon and Deadly Axemon. You reduce the cost by 2 for each. So by digicrossing, you reduce 4 to this Digimon's play cost, making him only a play cost of 4. And then we have a new Darkknightmon from EX4. This has the on-play effect until the end of your opponent's turn. 1 of your Digimon gains blocker, and then if you digicrossed, you de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. And then it has the on-deletion effect of reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, add up to 1 card with Blue Flare or Twilight trait among them to your hand, and then you trash the rest. And then it has the same Digicross requirements as the other Darkknightmon, and it does have an inheritable, but just like the new Metal Greymon that was in my Blue Flare deck, it only matters if you're playing Grey Knightsmon, which we aren't. So we won't go over that inheritable effect. The level 6 for this deck, we've got Darkknightmon X Antibody. This has the special Digivolution cost of 4 on a Darkknightmon, and when Digivolving, you can return one black or purple Digimon card other than Darkknightmon X Antibody from your trash to your hand, and then if Darkknightmon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, which it will have Darkknightmon, as those are all of your level 5s, you delete one Tamer and then you unsuspend this Digimon, and then it has the on-deletion effect of you may play one Darkknightmon from your trash without paying its play cost. So he can bring himself back. Or at least his base form back. And that is it for Darkknightmon X. We've got the probably best memory setter for black. This is Izzy. This, of course, has the memory setter effect of start your turn. If you have two or less memory, set your memory to 3, and then it has the on play. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. If all of those revealed cards are black cards, you gain a memory, and then you place the cards on top of your deck in any order. That's great, as it can set up for one of the memory boost cards that we've got in the deck. And he's just an all-around great tamer. We got the main tamer and leader of Twilight, although much like how Bagramon was the true leader of Bagra Army, obviously, really the leader of Twilight is Darkknightmon, and this is Darkknightmon's partner, Nene Amano. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add up to 1 card with Nightmon or Deadly Axemon in its name or Twilight and its traits among them to your hand, and then you place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. There's a lot of searching in this deck. That's why I've seen a lot of people compare this to a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, as there's a lot of searching in Yu-Gi-Oh decks, and a lot of your cards also recover themselves as well. So if you already know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I'd say Darkknightmon is a great deck for you to pick up to get into Digimon, as it functions, again, very similar to Yu-Gi-Oh decks. And then it has Nene has the opponent's turn effect of all of your Digimon with Darkknightmon in their names or Twilight, and their traits get blocker as well. And then it has an on-deletion effect to pair up with the Darkknightmon X Antibody. It has on-deletion, gain 2 memory. So not only will your Darkknightmon X restand, you will get back 2 memory as well, essentially refunding at least 2 of the cost that you use to play Darkknightmon X. And then, of course, all the tamers have the security effect of play this card without paying its memory cost. Again, all tamers have that effect. I'm probably going to stop going over that starting with this video, as it's kind of obvious at this point, as we have had tons of Digimon videos by this point. I just like to continue to point it out in case this is your first video here. The final tamer we have, which we saw yesterday, this is Kiriha and Nene. It has the first effect of being treated as both of those tamers separately, because there are effects that matter with that. And then start of your main phase, if there are 2 or more Digimon in play, you gain a memory. And then all turns, when you would play 1 Digimon card with Blue Flare or Twilight's traits with Digicross requirements, by suspending this tamer, you may play 1 card under your tamers and 1 card from your trash as Digivolution cards for a Digicross. Now, this deck doesn't actually put Digimon under tamers. You mostly Digicross from hand. And as you've seen, there are a lot of effects that trash Digimon. So even if you send some of the required pieces for your Darkknightmons to the trash, you can still use them by using this tamer. The final card of the deck, which is a amazing memory boost, just like Blazing Memory Boost. This is essentially the black color equivalent to that. This is Pride Memory Boost. You can also use this in a D-Brigade as well, as it works off very well with that deck as well. This has the main effect of reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 black Digimon card with a play cost of 4 or less among them, without paying its memory cost, and then you trash the remaining cards, and then you place this card in your battle area as the main effect delay. Trash this card in your battle area to activate the effect below. You can't activate this effect the turn this card enters play. You gain 2 memory. And then the security effect of place this in your owner's battle area if you check it in security, and you only get the delay effect then. Again, this is a great card, especially for Twilight, as you've got like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Almost more than half of your deck is targets for this effect, which is incredible, and a lot of them also have on-play effects. In fact, the large majority of them all have on-play effects as well. So yeah, you get a lot of value by playing this card. And yeah, that is it for Darkknightmon. As I said, if you're just getting into the game and if you have played Yu-Gi-Oh! In the past, this is actually a great deck to pick up. In fact, just in general, Darkknightmon is a great deck to pick up for new players in general. Not only is it relatively cheap, it's very easy to understand. As you do a lot of searching, all of your cards somehow get something back if they're deleted. It's very easy to understand as long as you understand how card games work. And yeah, that is it for this video, and I probably have one final deck for EX4, and I hope you're looking forward to that one.